Hello, and welcome to Learn English by Listening. I'm your host, Avery.
And I'm Zia. We're so glad you could join us today.
In today's episode, we are tackling a very common and practical situation, a trip to the post office.
That's right. Sending a letter or a package is something many of us need to do, but it can feel a little stressful if you're not sure what to say in English. I remember the first time I had to send a parcel internationally. I was so nervous. I rehearsed my lines in my head before I got to the counter.
I think many of our listeners can relate to that. But don't worry, by the end of this episode, you'll have all the key phrases you need to handle it with confidence.
Our goal is to make learning English practical and fun. So here's how today's episode will work. First, we'll listen to a complete conversation at a post office. Then, we will break down all the important vocabulary and phrases, explaining what they mean and how to use them.
Exactly. So for this first part, just listen. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. The goal is just to get familiar with the sounds and the flow of the conversation. In this scenario, Zia is a customer sending a package, and I will be the post office worker. Ready, Zia?
I'm ready. Let's go to the post office.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I'd like to send this parcel, please.
Of course. Where is it going?
It's going to New York.
Okay, could you place it on the scale for me, please? Right, it's 1 kilogram. Do you need first class or second class delivery?
What's the difference between them?
First class is our express service, so it's faster. It usually arrives the next working day. Second class is our standard service, which takes 2 to 3 working days.
I see. How much does it cost for each option?
For this weight to New York, first class is $10 and second class is $7.
I'll choose second class, please. It's not urgent. So when will it arrive?
It should arrive in 2 to 3 days. Is there anything fragile, liquid, or valuable inside?
No, it's just some books.
Great. Please write the address clearly on the front of the parcel. I see you've already done that. And you have the return address on the back. That's perfect.
Yes, I tried to make it very easy to read. Can I get a tracking number for it?
Yes, second-class parcels come with tracking. I'll print it out for you now. That'll be $7, please.
I'll pay by card.
All right. And would you like a receipt?
Yes, please.
Here is your receipt with the tracking number included. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, actually. Can I buy some stamps? I need 5 first-class stamps for domestic letters.
Certainly. That will be an extra $3.
Okay, no problem.
Here are your stamps.
Great. Thank you for your help.
You're very welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Goodbye.
And that was our conversation. We hope you were able to follow along.
Now, before we move on to our vocabulary breakdown, a quick reminder. If you're finding this podcast helpful, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, Learn English by Listening.
It really helps us reach more learners just like you. Your support means the world to us.
Okay, let's get into the details. We're going to break down 10 key phrases and some extra vocabulary from that dialogue. Avery, let's start with the first thing I said.
You said, "I'd like to send this parcel." This is a fantastic opening line. "I'd like" is short for "I would like," which is a very polite way to say "I want." Using "I'd like" makes you sound friendly and courteous.
Exactly. You can use it in many situations, like, "I'd like a cup of coffee," or "I'd like to buy a ticket."
Right. And what about the word parcel?
A parcel is an object wrapped in paper or in a box to be sent by mail. You might also hear the word package, which means the same thing and is very common, especially in American English. A letter, on the other hand, is usually just paper in an envelope.
Great distinction. The second key phrase was mine. Do you need first class or second class? This question is about the speed of service. Different countries have different names for this.
That's a really good point. In the UK, Royal Mail uses first class for next day delivery and second class for 2 to 3 day delivery.
But in the United States, the USPS might offer options like Priority Mail Express for the fastest service, or Priority Mail and First Class Mail for standard, quicker options, and Media Mail or Ground Advantage for slower, cheaper services. So just listen for words like Express, Priority, or Standard.
Perfect. Next, I asked, how much does it cost? This is the most direct way to ask for the price. You could also say, how much is it? Or, what's the price for second class? They all mean the same thing.
Right. And you also asked a similar question, when will it arrive, to confirm the delivery time. This is a clear and simple way to get that information.
And your answer was our next key phrase. It should arrive in 2 to 3 days. I noticed you used the word should. Why not will?
Excellent question. Should is used here to show expectation or probability, not a guarantee. Postal services use it because there can sometimes be unexpected delays. It will arrive sounds like a 100% promise. It should arrive means it is very likely but not absolutely certain.
That makes sense. It manages expectations. Okay, next up, can I get a tracking number?
A tracking number is a unique ID for your parcel. You can enter this number on the Postal Service's website to see where your package is at any time on its journey. It gives you peace of mind, especially for important items.
Definitely. Then you said, please write the address clearly. An address is the location where the parcel needs to go. Clearly means easy to read.
Yes, and remember to include everything: the recipient's full name, the street number and name, the city, the state or province, the postal code or zip code in the US, and the country if it's international.
And don't forget the return address. That's your own address, which you should put on the parcel so it can be sent back to you if there's a problem with the delivery.
Very important. After you paid, I asked, would you like a receipt? Again, this is a polite form. A receipt is the paper that proves you paid. It's good to keep it as it often has a tracking number printed on it.
Right. Then I had another request. Can I buy some stamps? A stamp is that small, sticky piece of paper you put on an envelope to show you've paid the postage fee.
Correct. And you might need different stamps for domestic mail, which is inside the same country, and international mail, which is going to another country.
Finally, we ended with thank you for your help. It's a simple, essential phrase for showing gratitude. Being polite always makes interactions smoother.
Absolutely. And let's quickly cover 3 bonus words: scale, fragile, and valuable. The scale is the equipment used to weigh your parcel. The price is often based on weight.
Fragile means something is delicate and can break easily, like glass. Valuable means it's worth a lot of money. You often have to declare if your parcel contains items like these for insurance or special handling.
Wow, that was a lot of information, but hopefully breaking it down piece by piece made it much easier to understand.
So let's do a very quick summary. Today we learned the essential English for a trip to the post office. We covered how to politely ask to send a parcel, inquire about shipping options and prices, and ask for things like tracking numbers and stamps.
The most important takeaway is to use polite phrases like I'd like, please, and thank you. Our best tip is to listen to the dialogue section of this podcast a few more times. Practice saying the phrases aloud. Repetition is key to building confidence.
That's all the time we have for this episode of Learn English by Listening. We truly hope you found it useful.
If you did, please subscribe to our channel and share this episode with friends who are also learning. Don't forget to leave a comment with your suggestions for future topics. Thanks for listening.
Join us next week, where we'll be sharing more real-life learning situations using polite language. Until then, keep practicing.